we finished off the last walk here at Micklehurst Station, which actually closed to passengers in 1907 and closed completely in 1962. There was a 15-arch viaduct that went from here over to the next section, so obviously the viaduct's gone. I'm going to try and find the line on the other side of this. So that's where I'm heading, looking for another lost railway line. Probably going to be somewhere over in that direction. 15 arches is quite a long run and quite a big span. So I'm assuming that it's going to take the path somewhere over on the top of that road there, the higher road. Can't see anything obvious yet, so could be a little bit difficult till I find the path. That looks like it could be a footpath there. I'm going to take a closer inspection. No, it's not. I say it's not, but that is definitely a railway embankment there. So I'm going to head on down the other road. I'm assuming that large embankment there, you can see, was the end of the arches. Probably this brickwork here confirms it, because that's different than the stonework that we've got. So this must have been one of the arches, so I may pick it up round the corner. There's got to be a way onto it somewhere. And this looks like a boundary wall. This is called Cheshire Street, and I've no idea what's down the end. I'm just hoping I can find a railway line there. It's not a very nice day either. It's a bit windy, breezy, but it's not raining yet. Just coming to the end of the boundary wall now, so I may have to make a decision here somewhere. I don't know where these roads go to. Plevin. Oh, look at that. There's a bridge, there's the line. So I've got to get onto the path somewhere here. This is the site. If you look in the distance there, that's the old warehouse. It's now in use. I'm not allowed in, so I'm just going to take a picture from here and go back. But that's the warehouse, Millbrook Warehouse. It's now in use by Plevin for processing woods. It would have been nice to go and pick up the line up at the warehouse, but unfortunately I can't get in there, and somebody told me that the line's gone anyway. It's all overgrown, so I'll find another way of doing it. Where there's a will, there's relations. So I just had a talk with one of the workmen down there. I can't get in that way. He said there's no way through there, but there's got to be somewhere. So I'm going to probably go back in the car and drive down the road a bit. I don't know, I'll see if I can find another way. So I'm just walking back the way I just came actually, but at least I know the line's there because I've seen the bridge. And that gentleman told me there was no path, but I found this here, so I'm going to investigate because I know it's going in the right direction. And a disused railway line is something that's hard to disguise, so I'm thinking I might be able to pick it up down here. Such is the quest. I might be a little bit low here, but I don't know. We shall have to wait and see. This is promising now because it's going up. So I think this might just be what I'm looking for. the path splits here, and I can see some brickwork down here. Looks like there's a canal as well. Now if anything, I want to be on the other side of the canal, I think. I think that may even be the line up there. But it's all speculation at the moment. I'll just go down a little bit further and inspect. I don't even know if I can get across. Must be able to do somewhere. Well, I can't get any further this way. Oh, I'm taking me back up to the other path, which I'm going to have to do. These steps look a bit dodgy, but it is what it is. I'm not having a lot of success at the moment. I have a feeling the path may be behind that fence there. But as you can see, it's been overtaken by industrialisation. There's some big buildings there. At least the sun's coming out a little bit, and this path I just diverted onto is taking me back up to the other one I was originally on. So who knows, this could be the line. Time will tell. Fingers crossed. Looks like there's a lock down there, so at least I'll be able to get on the other side of the canal, which I think the line would be on. I don't think that what I've just done is the line. Again, we can but wait and see. Right, there's my point of getting over there, and I've just noticed that there's a path there leading up to the higher level. Now that's where I'm going to really keep my fingers crossed and hope that takes me up to the railway line. My first job is getting over this water. That's not a difficult task, thank you. Thank you very much. Now this is the moment of truth. Please, take me to the line. Very isolated around here. Nobody near. Haven't seen anybody for ages. Oh, look at that. Well, well, well. Fancy that. It's a railway bridge. There must have been an arch here. But at least it confirms I'm not going to be able to get on there, I don't think. Oh, and what a mess it is and all. What a mess. Look at the road. Covered in mud. I'm going to give it a try up there. And if at first you don't succeed, give up. That's what I always say. I definitely left my imprints there. My shoes are absolutely filthy. And I'm going to give up. I'm going to go back that way. I tried. You need wellies. With wellies it would have been doable, I think, but not without wellies. No wonder this track is deserted. I'm going to have to grab some long grass now and clean my shoes. What a mess. Look at the state of that. Covered in mud there. Covered in mud. I just met another walker, and he was going the way I just came back from, and I said, it's a good job you've got wellies on. Apparently he knows the area, so he said you can't really pick up the railway from this end. It's just too muddy. He said where I was, said I could have gone across there, and it's very, very muddy and boggy. And he said if you go across the field there's a path takes you up to the railway line, but even when you get up there it's all boggy. So I'm going to go on plan B. I'm going to drive down to Micklehurst and walk back the other way and see how far I can get, if that makes sense. But I'm not going to film it when I'm walking back. I'll film it as if I'm carrying on from here, so we still keep the continuity going. Success, I managed it. Down below is the Micklehurst Farmer's Field, where I just broke off the last one and had to find an alternate route. So this is the bridge that we were at, as you can see, and if I'd had my wellies, I say if I had my wellies, oh look, mushrooms. Survivor man can live. Anyway, I digress. If I'd had my wellies, I was setting off in the right direction and there actually was a path up to here. If I just zoom in, you can see how muddy and slutchy it is. You definitely need a pair of wellies for that. So I think I made the right decision. The only disadvantage is that I got to walk twice as far. Oh well, such is the job. So I'm heading off back now in the direction that I've just come, which I didn't film, so it's all new to us, all brand new. I'll pretend surprised when I see something exciting. More food for Survivor Man. I'm just joking, you can't eat mushrooms or toadstools that you find in the wild. It's just a wrong thing to do. So I'm carrying on along this little single lane track now, which used to be a double line railway. Very, very big area it covered. But you can see it would be very difficult for any locomotives to come down here now. You'd have to move one or two trees for sure. There's a structure in the distance. I wonder what it can be. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see till we get there, won't we? Yes. Oh look, it's a bridge. A railway bridge. A railway underbridge. I've just got to find the right route to get through here now without getting all muddied up again. See, there's all sorts of obstacles everywhere. I do love bridges though. A little bit of graffiti on it today. One or two spalled bricks there. The girders look fantastic. And that must have been repaired at some time, see. Anyway, let's move on carefully over all these stones and fallen trees and obstacles. We'll take a look at it from the other side. Oops. Here we go. Nice bridge. It's widened out a little bit now. And we're heading on our way to Staley and Millbrook Station, which is down this area. I just noticed there's some buildings on the left. I don't think they're railway related, but one never knows. I'll come back to that when we get a bit closer. Decided to come in and have a look. There's some brickwork here, which might tell us something. Watch it, there's manholes and all sorts of things here. Well, oh, what's that? Animal there running around. Could be a rabbit. But that could be something that trains went under. I don't know. Well, it's piqued my interest anyway. I don't know what it is. Could be related to the power station, which was just further down the road. I don't think that's railway related. Well, I've got some little rivers to transverse to get back onto the line again now. The things I do, I must be mad. That was a terrible diversion. My boots are all muddy again. Well, my shoes I should say. Not even lucky enough to have boots on. Anyway, we are, as I say, back on track. Look at all this mess down here. Somebody's gone fly tipping. It's disgusting, isn't it? It's free to dump at the tip and they're too damn lazy to take it there. People will never live and learn. The environment's suffering enough as it is. Anyway, onwards and onwards. Another part of a bridge or something, abutment or something, some sort. Let's have a look. Let's have a little look. Oh, there's a manhole there. Obviously water related then, isn't it? Okay, let's carry on. Carry on rewardless. Broadens out here. A nice little run then. Might even pick the speed up a bit here. It's not been an easy line to walk, that. This large structure up in the sky here is a coal traverser, which was feeding the power station, which is over on the other side of the valley. Now this line actually closed in 1966 to all traffic, but they kept delivering coal here until 1972. That's when the power station closed, and it was eventually demolished in 1989. But this huge structure above, I don't know why they leave it here. It could be quite dangerous. But behind, through these trees here at the back, this is a Millbrook warehouse here, and again it's a huge structure, massive building. I don't know why it's not cordoned off, but behind this warehouse there was a lot of lines, somewhere between about 15 and 20 lines at the back of that, railway lines, for all the coal wagons to come into. And you can see inside here now, this would be the opening where the engines would come into, and above obviously a warehouse. But the roof looks in a very precarious state. You can see up there. I don't think I'd want to go inside and start bouncing about. There have been one or two trains come through these lines here. In fact, I think the lines are still there, are they? Oh, you can see a pit there. Can you see the pit? There's a pit. So that's where one line was. And I wonder whether they used it for cleaning out the engines, I don't know. Over here, you can see there's a lot of stuff there. I don't actually know what it is, but it's interesting. This is a view of Hartshead Power Station. You can see the two big cooling towers here, and if you look at the bottom right of this picture here, this is where the Staley and Millbrook Station was, and you can just pick up this viaduct here. This was Spring Grove Viaduct, and this part here, this big building, this is the warehouse. And if you look closely enough, you can see this big chute here, which was a conveyor belt which took the coal from all the sidings over here across to the power station. This is a view of the coal transporter from the warehouse. So I'm moving on now, back onto the track, and coming to the end of this little production for now, this particular stage. A massive warehouse, very similar to the one at Millbrook as well. And the Millbrook one is, oops, slipped then. The Millbrook one is still in use. It's used as a timber processing yard. I'll see if I can get a picture of it. Let's take a look at the warehouse from this end. I don't think it'll be a lot different, but there's a sleeper. Oh, you can actually get in if you're brave enough. No, I'm not going to do that. So one, it looks like there could have been 3 lines in here going off the pit, where the pit is there. Right, and there's room for an engine either side. So maybe they had 3 engines in here. Some colourful graffiti anyway. Anyway, that's enough of that. We move on. This is more or less the end of the line for us now, because these 2 big boulders, this was about the start of the Spring Grove Viaduct, which went across Grove Road, and the station was right at the side of the viaduct. So this would be the line of the viaduct. As you can see, there's nothing been done to it since 1966, I don't think. Down to single track now. This is a view of Spring Grove Viaduct, and you can see this where the road was, and the station was just on the other side of this road here. So Staley and Millbrook Station was on the other side of this viaduct. The platforms were just to the right of this. I don't mean single track literally, I mean single track for walking. So you can see the geography falls away here, and this was where the viaduct went across. Spring Grove Viaduct began here. I'm going to go down now, back to the car. Right, that's it for another day. It should be concluded in one more video, I hope. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I look forward to talking to you again. Bye for now.